Hi students, I've had a lot of questions about how to complete this cookie machine project that you guys are on. What the first question is asking, list the cookie machines that are working properly. You will go back to page 7 of the cookie project, and you will look at the input-output things or whatever they have, the charts or graphs or whatever, and you're going to see if you think it's working properly based on the input and output. So for instance, the sugar cookie machine, it goes from 2 to 18, and then 3 to 27, 4 to 36. I can tell, though, that 2 times 9 is 18. So 3 times 9 is 27, 4 times 9 is 36. I'm just checking to make sure that all of these times 9 are equaling that. So the equation for that that input-output table would be y equals x times 9, or 9x. So you would put y equals 9x. Then when you go back to the worksheet here, you can put that sugar cookie is working properly here. And then you'll go down to this chart here. And since we said y equals 9x, we put the 9 here because that's how many you're getting per pound of cookie dough. So then you're just going to take 550 divided by 9 because it cost me $5.50 for a pound of cookie dough, and I can only get 9 cookies out of it. So that means that each cookie is going to cost about 61 cents, and you're going to round that here. And then you'll go back to the next graph, okay, and do the same thing. However, I'm looking at this right now, and I can tell you right away that the chocolate chip cookie machine does not work. And here's how I know that. If I put in 2 pounds of cookie dough, sometimes it produces 21 cookies, and sometimes it produces 23. Same goes for 5 pounds. If I put in 5 pounds of dough, sometimes I'm getting 54 out, sometimes I'm getting 56. So this is showing me that this machine doesn't work properly. So when I go up here on this number 2, I can put that cookie machine as not working. But how do I figure out what the equation is for that? So what we can do here is kind of look and see if we see what's happening. You can see here that this goes from 33, 44, somewhere in here would be 55, somewhere in here would be 22. So you can see that it should be going up by 10 each time, or 11 each time. So it should start 22, 33, 44, and then 55 in there. So we can remake this input-output table and say, hey, once we fix it, it should say 2, 22, 3, 33, 4, 44, 5, 55. And then once I do that, then I've got a working machine. And I can say that the input times 11 actually equals my output, because 2 times 11 would be 22, 3 times 11 would be 33. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of looking at it and saying, what should be happening here if I'm looking for a pattern? Okay, so now on that number 2 here with the machines that don't work, the equation that could fix this machine would be, I could say y equals 11x there. Okay, and then once I go back to that chart, on my next cookie, on the chocolate chip cookie, I'm going to say I could produce 11 cookies per pound. And then remember, I'm going to take 550 divided by 11 to see what the cost is there. Okay, I don't want to do all these for you because I want you to do some of them on your own, but here you might make yourself a chart. I can tell you that this one is probably working because it looks like it's going up there evenly, whereas this one, I shouldn't have any of these be the same, because if I put in 1 pound of cookie dough, I should get the same amount of cookies each time. So I can tell you that this one's probably not working, but figure out where it should be. Like, could we just take off this one? Does the rest of it work? Where could we make our fix here? And your answer might be a little different than my answer, and that's okay. Or maybe you're going to see here, I want this to be even each time. You might make yourself your own little input-output table for this just to see where some things are. And then this one is obviously just saying that for every pound, you're getting 12 cookies. So your equation here would be y equals 12x. And this one's already giving you an equation that's working. So the ones that actually give you the equations, you're already good to go on those. But you might just look over these graphs and figure out what's wrong and figure out if you need to fix anything with those. If you have any other questions, though, feel free to let me know, and I can help go over the worksheet with you before you turn it in, and then help you with any other questions you have. So just let me know.